Rampage? I say I'm just a salt and pepper guy. You do
Rampage.
That's it.
Tony and the word rampage go together.
Yeah, sure they do. I mean, I do on some of them, like that tri-tip, I'll put a little bit of olive oil on it.
I think we're live.
That way the salt and pepper sticks to it.
I want to say we're live.
It says we're live.
It says live.
It says live.
Guys, welcome to Taco Tuesday. Our most avid fan who will watch us even in the bushes got onto the show today, snuck in here, and we have something special. Yes, we gave tacos last week, but I think Christian dreamt something up that could be legendary. So
I like to think
that I'm take it away, Christian. Let's hear it.
I like to think that I'm not the only insurance geek in here. I like to think there's a lot of us. And so because of that, I thought, what would be the most insurance geeky thing that I could possibly think of? And I was like, fantasy draft, guys. So we're doing a fantasy draft today where we're drafting carriers. Okay. And so essentially, guys, what we are doing in this draft is we are doing a draft where we're essentially seeing who can build the best portfolio. Let's say all of us starting January 1st had to build a book of business from the ground up from scratch, and none of us can have the same carriers. Okay. So if a carrier is taken, the rules are simple. If Tony or Glenn take a carrier off the board, it's off the board for all of us. We're going to be doing side-to-side snake-style drafts. So Tony will be the first overall pick in the draft, okay? The first overall pick. Glenn will be picking second on the draft, and I'll be going third, okay? And it's going to be going a snake-style draft. So it goes from, I guess technically, left to right, and then right to left. And on, and we'll be doing a total of 5 rounds. Okay, so gentlemen, how are you today?
Good. I'm outstanding. Thank you for asking.
Tony, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely.
On this very special and very important Taco Tuesday. And I'm trying to read what Glenn is holding up. I can't even see it.
I was trying to look like a head coach calling plays, covering my mouth. I didn't want Tony to see what I was doing. So
you want to see the game plan. So
half of this is psychology. I just got to get in Tony's head. That's all this is. Once I'm in there, it's over.
So, okay,
Mr.
guys.
Mr. Nostrils there, buddy.
So we're going to be doing a 2-minute interval. Okay. 2-minute time period. When you're on the clock, you have 2 minutes to make your selection. Okay. Now I thought that we would kind of paraphrase here. Certain carriers, like for example, Aetna Senior is a different carrier than Aetna Medicare Advantage. I think that's pretty safe to say, right? So Cigna Supplemental, for example, different carrier than Cigna HealthSpring, for example. But a company like United Healthcare, Humana, where it's really all one company, I think we should keep that as one company. So
nobody wants to pick those anyway.
Who needs them? So, okay. So without further ado, guys, let's kick this off. I'm going to start the 2-minute interval, and our first on the board is Mr. Tony Merwin.
Hang on. Before Tony picks, I do have a question here.
I do too.
Okay. Go ahead.
My question is, we are building this out as an agency, right? So we can cross product, like cross policy, right? This doesn't have to just be a single line of insurance, I guess is what I'm trying to say, right?
Correct. Okay. So you can have life carriers in there. I feel you can have life carriers in there if you want to. I think we should keep it at probably life or
no PNC. I hear a single PNC carrier, I'm getting off this live.
I'm keeping it senior market.
I'm disconnecting if there's a PNC carrier taken.
We should keep it senior market, right?
Yes.
Yeah, senior market,
I say
life
senior
health.
Market kind of keeps it pretty simple.
Life health, senior market. Let's go, baby.
And nationwide, by the way. So nationwide focus, all 50 states.
One more question. Do we have to justify our pick with why we picked them, or do we just tell you who we pick?
I think a little bit of explanation for the audience will make it a little bit interesting, like why you made that selection. Like that's of course up to you. You know, no one's gonna take your pick away. if you don't want to explain it.
Definitely not.
Okay. All right,
Hopefully
gentlemen.
we know 15 carriers between the three of us.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was originally gonna do like
Round
6 or
five's-
7.
Yeah.
I was gonna do 6 or 7 rounds. I'm like, there's no way there's gonna be this
Round
many
5.
carriers.
I'm looking
Oh,
forward
there
to
are,
round
though.
5. Oh, there's a ton of carriers.
There's so many trash can carriers. Oh, sorry, did I say that?
Uh-oh.
Anyway, all right, guys. So without further ado, Mr. Tony Merwin, you are on the board.
He's running the clock.
Running the clock down.
We're going to go with United Healthcare.
Oh,
I thought he might take Humana or someone. I thought that might be the case. I thought maybe, just maybe.
Ooh. UHC, baby.
I picked that carrier for a few reasons. Number one, they're the 500-pound gorilla in the senior market, especially in the Medicare space, right? They have the biggest brand name. They're the largest insurer of elderly folks nationwide, coast to coast, like butter and toast. The contract gives me Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plans. And even more importantly, on the Medicare supplement side, even though in all 50 states, they're not the most competitive rate, I get 2 tiers of underwriting. I get the people that can pass all the health questions, and then I get a place for the people that can pretty much fog a mirror and can prove they're at least not hospital or confined in a hospital right now. So awesome pick there. They're also in all 50 states. Piece of cake. They have recently amplified their product, not only with electronic apps, but voice signatures. So I could probably just run with that one product and destroy y'all, but I appreciate the fact you're going to give me some more rounds.
So strong pick. Very, very strong pick. I don't think anyone's really that surprised, right?
Sure.
And it's difficult because now Tony has the one carrier that if you have a Pulse and a Medicare card, you can probably almost sign up in the Medicare supplement space. So very solid pick, but I don't think I'm that surprised.
It was
Glenn.
funny so United Healthcare wasn't even in my top 2, which is funny.
Really?
Obviously, I guess top 3, but
Oh.
part I'm trying. So here's. So
I also picked it because I knew Christian wanted them.
Just to take out Christian. So here's
Tony just did it to spite me.
So before I pick, I know I'm on the clock here. Do I get the life side of the contract as well if I pick this carrier?
If it's on the contract, I would say yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say if you can get the life products within the same contract, I would say yes.
I want, I'm just going to say, I'm going to have to pick Aetna. I like Aetna for a series of reasons. The brand is huge. If you say Aetna, almost everyone knows Aetna. There's only a few brands like that, I feel like, in the health space, specifically in the Medicare space. I know they have Medicare Advantage products. They also have MedSet products, e-app, voice signature, easy to work with. They typically have competitive rates. They'll roll out new paper. So again, carrier incentive trips. It's just kind of one of those similar to UHC, I feel like, where it's a pretty rounded carrier. You have a lot of options within that. So that's it. That's my pick. Round one. Aetna, baby.
That's a great choice.
That'd be Aetna Senior, though, right? Is that right, Tony?
That'd be Aetna Senior Supplemental is what he's talking about.
And Continental
Medicare,
Life. And Continental
Life.
Aetna
Continental
Aetna
American
Medicare
or
Advantage
American
still on
Continental,
board,
whatever.
though. Okay.
So that was actually been my number 2 pick. So
That's
nice,
a strong pick. I mean,
another strong one.
I think to point out, the multitude of ancillary products that Glenn gets.
Oh, Chris, we have a comment. Chris says that the MAPT is a separate contract, though. So I'm big.
Yeah, you don't get the MAPD yet.
Right.
Okay.
That's just that.
I'll take the sub. Hey, that's fine. I'll take the sub.
But you get the supplemental, the hospital indemnity, the lump sum cancer, the DVH, the final expense, the home health care.
Yeah.
That's a smoking contract. Oh, and you get a Sendo Medicare supplement as well. And any other one of their 5 or 6 different charters they want to roll out. So you're stacked on that one.
Boom.
It's a strong pick. I mean,
huge pick.
It's got to be in it was in my top 3. I have
flagship
100%.
baby. All right, Christian, let's hear it.
All right, guys. So I'm on the clock. I think my pick is pretty obvious. I'm gonna go with Big Green, Gang Green. I'm going with Humana.
Really?
Again.
After everything you've said.
After everything we've been through.
That's
It's in my opinion, is the obvious choice here. So you have national Medicare Advantage presence, very competitive in a lot of markets. National Medicare supplement presence, dental plans, probably top 2, if not number 1 prescription drug plan carrier, given the certain, the year, the market, all that stuff. So I'm getting a multitude of Medicare products, and they're just going to be a monster in a lot of markets. I don't see I can pick anybody else, even if it pains me inside to do it.
Agree.
and Christian actually was the one that sent me this Humana mask because I complained enough. I got a pair of these. Did any carrier this year give out as much swag as Humana? While we're on the subject, I haven't seen.
No, not that I've personally received. No
backpacks.
I got
masks.
0 from Aetna. I got a couple of little masks from UHC, and I got some apps that I don't need because I do everything electronic. But yeah, I got 2 backpacks, a bunch of masks, buttons, and CD-ROMs, all kinds of stuff from Humana.
Get it, Humana.
I got hand sanitizer from Humana, masks from Humana, all kinds of stuff. Cigna gave us a bunch of hand sanitizer, which are kind of weird. They don't really, I don't know. They're okay. They're kind of strange, but they're nice, I guess. But yeah, no one gave more swag than Humana this year. All right, guys. So I guess due to the snake aspect of the
I forgot
draft,
it was the snake. Okay, yeah.
I get a back-to-back pick, and so I am now on the clock once again. For round 2. So
do I need to start a timer?
You can.
I feel like when we get to these later rounds, I am gonna have to start a timer.
You might have to. I had the stopwatch going, but now I'm watching the comments. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so United off the board, Aetna Senior off the board, Humana off the board. I'm going Mutual of Omaha.
Oh,
I'm going Mutual of Omaha because I get. Wait, Tony, is Living Promise included in the Med Sup contract? It is, isn't it?
I don't think so.
It can be. It's all in the same contract. It's just whether or not your upline includes that on their transmittal when they send it. So when we said that you get the life product with the contract, then I would say by default you get every product in the Mutual Omaha slot.
Now that still leaves.
I think it's the same contract. It's just the transmittal that makes it.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much
that
TLE I've sold? TLE was like, Term Life Express, baby.
Yep.
So doesn't that still leave Mutual of Omaha RX on the board? If anybody
technically it would, yeah, because that is a different contract.
Yeah. So, but my thinking behind it, guys, is I'm going to get.
But you have to, whoever your hierarchy is with the Med Sup has to also be with the RX plan. So you might as well just take it all.
Okay, I won't argue with you. So I get my thinking behind this, guys, is I get top 3 Medicare supplement company in the country, top 2, I think, last time I looked in terms of enrollments. I get tons of ancillary products. I get cancer plans, I get dental plans, I get life insurance, I get children's life insurance, I get a multitude of different products that's going to kind of fill out my portfolio on the ancillary side. So I've made my pick. Glenn, you're on the clock.
Hang on. I have a few different options floating in my head. I'm gonna take a minute or two and think about this because I know everything's gonna get snatched up. 90 seconds.
This is gonna be down to the wire, isn't it?
I've already got someone in mind. I want to make sure.
I think this is going to get very savage as we go into the later rounds because there's going to be less and less options.
I'm going to hold off. I had a life pick. I'm going to hold off on my life carrier pick, and I don't think you guys will pick that life carrier. So I think that's a later round pick. I'm going to go with Cigna. We're gonna take Cigna.
Cigna
round
what?
2.
Yes, Cigna Health Spring or Cigna Supplemental.
We'll take the Health Spring because I need a Medicare Advantage. Aetna will be my MedSup portfolio, and we'll take Cigna Health Spring for my Medicare Advantage.
We sold a lot of that this year.
I've got a great life carrier pick, and if either of you take it, I'm going to freak.
Well, now I got to figure out who that is. Got to think about this. All right, Mr. Tony Merwin, you are on the clock.
Bankers Fidelity.
Oh, didn't even
Really?
have to think.
Wow.
Is that underwriting? Is that because they're
Whoa.
underwriting?
Well, it's because you stole, or Christian stole, my fat contract with Aetna Supplemental. So my only other options to fill a contract of that caliber that's going to give me a Medicare supplement option, as well as all the ancillary options, is going to be Cigna Supplemental, Medico, or Bankers Fidelity. Medico has limited availability from a state-to-state standpoint. Cigna Supplemental is certainly national, does bring a bigger brand name, but there's elements of Bankers Fidelity that I like more. They have a little more wiggle room in their underwriting. They do have a pretty darn good presence, not quite national, but they're pushing it pretty good. They have a really good outlay of products. So I've got 2 different Medicare supplement carriers to work with in the portfolio. I've got home health care. I've got lump sum cancer, and I do have a competitive but not very well compensated final expense product. And they got a really good home office, hometown feel that's there to take care of you. So I feel like I get a couple of extra edges to rub with them.
I didn't see that one coming. That one really did take me by surprise.
I don't know if I've heard of their FE product before.
It's probably because it doesn't pay well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
The rates are solid,
Yeah.
but it doesn't pay worth a shit.
Yeah, so people aren't
that'll do it.
selling it. Okay. Thank you.
So Tony,
Which means I'm going to have an exclusive market because nobody else is selling it. So I got to take a little bit of compensation hit.
all right.
But I'm the only guy selling Bankers Fidelity.
So Tony,
Tony gets another pick.
Starting round 3, you have another pick.
That's another reason why I picked Bankers Fidelity, because I got another follow-up pick, which is Aetna MA.
Ah, no. That's what that was. That was what I wanted.
So now I get one of the other monster MA carriers out there. They're paired with SilverScript. They've got the CVS brand name behind them. They are growing their footprint extremely rapidly. And while they don't quite have the market share that UHC or even Humana does, it is growing fast.
That's a strong pick. That's a very strong pick in the 3rd round.
You know, when you're playing Monopoly and someone buys like one of the properties you were trying to get, that's what that was.
That was Boardwalk.
Yeah.
That was Boardwalk or Park Place.
Frick.
Pacific Avenue, maybe.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Shelton, you are on the clock.
I think, I wasn't even thinking about PDP plans, but what about SilverScript?
That's tied in with the Aetna MA contract.
It's included in the Aetna Medicare Advantage.
I just said how much I hated that you took that pick, and it just came back and haunted me again.
It's getting worse.
Bastard. Okay, Tony. Let's see how we're playing here. For brand recognition, and again, it's kind of a regional play because I know depending on the area, they either aren't competitive. I'm gonna take Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Which one though? Anthem?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay, that's a strong pick.
Anthem is solid.
I know region, like when I had looked at their rates, they weren't very competitive where I was at the time when I last kind of shopped them, but that brand recognition, that Blue Cross Blue Shield, it's hard to beat. I'm all about branding.
That's strong. That's very strong.
You got dental too, right?
I think so. MedSups. They definitely have MedSups and Medicare Advantage. It's a big portfolio, I think.
It is. That's a very solid pick. I was considering it highly, but I rolled with that instead.
Ooh. Trade you.
Tony's like, if I wanted it, I would have taken it.
Aetna gives me way too much bonus money every year to not hang on to that one.
Okay. All right. This is this part in the draft is where things start to get more difficult.
There's
I have top-notch Medicare Advantage carrier in Humana prescription drugs. I have Medicare supplement with Mutual of Omaha. I feel like I need more Medicare Advantage diversity, but the big three are off the board, as well as Cigna. Care Plus is off the board with Humana. I already have
WellCare?
it. So,
WellCare, Christian.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, 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 hey.
God no. Guys, I'm gonna take.
No suggestions.
I hate them with all my being, but I'm gonna take Molina for the D-SNP presence
Okay.
to have something to offer to the D-SNP market. Okay, now back-to-back picks. All right, so I have Humana, I have Mutual of Omaha, I have Molina. I feel like I need something that's going to kind of
Polish Falcons of
provide me
America have a pretty solid med sup out there.
Who?
Polish Falcons of America? I mean, sure, they don't have the
Polish
brand
Falcons
name,
of
but
America.
they're out there. They're on Agent Accelerator. If you're looking in the right zip codes, they're kind of
Guys,
hot in
I'm gonna
lower Illinois.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised this carrier isn't off the board sooner. I'm gonna take Cigna Supplemental
Okay. That's fine.
for the final expense product, for the hospital indemnity product, for the Medicare supplement product. Just the diversity. I think it's the best value I have left on the board.
Yeah. Pretty good in the critical illness space.
Jason says PFA stops selling med subs.
Didn't even know who that was.
Yeah. Sorry, Tony. Your dreams are crushed. I'm going to switch. I'm going to look at on the final expense side. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this carrier, but when it comes to telesales, when it comes to compensation, and if you're doing enough volume with this carrier, they are more than happy to work with you on a custom product or custom underwriting. American Amicable is going to be my 4th round pick for their final expense telesales product specifically.
Interesting.
Am baby.
I'm just gonna put AA.
Do
Alcoholics
AM. Hi, my name's Glenn. I'm addicted to insurance.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. Welcome.
Hi, Glenn. Welcome. All right. Good. Mr. Tony.
Scotty. Scotty's watching.
Scotty would have been good to have on here. I just think if we had more than 3 people, it'd be.
I'm gonna
Tricky.
pick Scotty for my 5th round pick.
Scotty's gonna be the pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna for my last pick. I'm gonna pick senior security benefits, so that way I get Galen, Scotty, everybody.
We're going to go with WellCare.
Ooh. Okay.
He
Pretty
would have
pretty
value.
strong D-SNP. They've got a really solid product here in Texas for sure. But among other states, they've definitely got one of the strongest PDPs out there. They are pretty much national. I get WellCare. I get Allwell. I get
Centene.
Superior. I get Centene. It's a pretty fat contract, in my opinion, in the MA space. Granted, they have their headaches on the administrative side. But I have found that as long as you don't ever transfer your contract from the first FMO you ever pick them up with, they're actually pretty good. It's that transfer process that messes it all up. So if you don't have WellCare out there, make sure that whoever you contract with WellCare is pretty much who you want to stay with, because getting that one transferred is a nightmare.
Did you
Sorry
guys?
if you're listening, WellCare, but that's just the facts, the way it is. Although I do love your product.
Did you guys see that
Tony.
comment from Ray?
I did.
My wife put her headphones in. I don't know why she isn't enjoying this as much as I am.
Raphael.
All right, Tony,
Don't take my carrier, Tony.
You're on the clock for the final pick
Don't
and the
take my
final round.
pick.
Oh, we're only doing 5 rounds. Okay.
5 rounds.
We could do 6 if you guys want to. If you guys
I
want
mean,
to,
we could do this all night.
Yeah, I could do this. I could do this all
I
night.
have a supplemental carrier that I'm fond of that you guys probably wouldn't mention. But who went first overall? That was Tony. And
Tony.
you guys,
Tony.
it wasn't on camera, but Tony said, pick a number, Glenn. And I gave him a number and he immediately said I picked the wrong number. So that's how this got started.
You did.
Just so you guys are aware.
Tony's like, my number was whichever one you didn't pick.
Yeah, whatever you didn't pick is the right one.
I thought I'd be in a good spot being last.
How much
but
time do I
kind
have
of feel
left?
like
I'm gonna give you 45
probably
more
about, how
seconds.
about 45 more seconds sounds solid. Ooh. Jason in the comment section, spouse in the house.
I guess I'm going to go with Heartland National.
Ooh. Okay.
Thank you for not taking. You mentioned one carrier earlier, and I was scared you were gonna say it again.
Polish Falcons of America.
Yeah, not Polish. I am not going to waste any time on my round. I'm going to take Medico for specifically their ability on their e-app for cross-selling supplemental policies.
Okay.
That's what I needed a supplemental policy carrier. There's another supplemental policy carrier. If we do round 6, there's space for 6. Let's go 6.
You guys want 6 rounds?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go
All right.
6.
I'm up for
Because
it.
I've got another carrier I'm going to mention.
Yeah, I dropped the
There's
ball.
actually
in
2
round
carriers that I
5.
want to take too. There's actually 2 carriers that I have in mind. All right,
I
we're
think
gonna do
Christian's
round
already
6.
got it covered.
No,
But that's
we
all
don't.
right.
All right, guys. All right, so for my pick of round 5, I'm gonna go with Manhattan Life.
Oh, that's a good
I don't see how I can not take Manhattan Life because of the dental vision hearing product. I love the dental vision hearing product.
Justin Brock has sold so much of that product.
Yes, he has.
Old Brock.
I'm gonna go Manhattan Life and not to waste any time for the final and 6th round. For my last pick, I'm going GTL. For hospital indemnities.
I don't know why I didn't pick them instead of
Marriott
Heartland, but
products.
Yeah,
Got
Marriott
'em.
products. They've also got that new final expense product that is super easy underwriting. I think there's 6 health questions on the app.
I'm surprised they lasted as long as they
Maybe
did.
there's only 4. I am too. I dropped the ball in round 5. That's who I should have picked in place of Heartland. No offense, Heartland.
I thought about picking them where I picked Molina. I was this close to going them instead of Molina, and then I was like, I think they'll stay on the board. I think I can get it later.
Yeah.
I'm on my 2 minutes here. I'm gonna see if I can pull from the comments from one of our live listeners here. So I'm trying to decide, you guys. Do I go with a
Asking for
an
help.
ancillary? So should I go with an ancillary carrier that focuses on ancillary products, or do I go with a guaranteed issue life carrier, which
Ooh.
AmAm has, their graded product, which is near guaranteed issue, but it's not a true GI. And a lot of it, and again, this is kind of debatable. Some agents don't believe in GI. There's some agents who will absolutely write. There's across the board with GI. There's people who will only write GI because they don't want to deal with underwriting. There's people who will only use GI when necessary. And then you have some people who won't write GI at all. I've always kind of fell into the middle. I used to, wanting to try to do underwriting. I didn't want to just force everyone into GI or not do GI just because the comp wasn't as high. Scotty says ancillary. GI is not worth having in the bag. Okay. Take the supplemental. Okay, I'm going with Surebridge then. Surebridge for dental and critical illness.
That's a strong final pick. That's a strong
it is.
final
Shout
pick.
out to you, Scotty. Yeah, I guess that again, that AmAm graded product is going to be close enough to GI, I guess.
All right, Mr. Merwin, you have the final pick
Ooh.
I do.
of the 2020 senior products draft.
Can I see my list again?
Tony's is looking pretty strong. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm going up and down his, and I'm like,
It's pretty MA centric.
I thought going last would serve me well because I get the back-to-back picks in the first and second round. But like, and I'm real strong there. But then going down to the bottom, it's a lot that I'm missing.
How do we declare a winner? We need to have like the
We should
group
do a poll.
vote.
We should do a poll.
We do a poll. We list off what carriers everyone picked, and we say who picked the best portfolio. I think we do
Which
that.
portfolio would you like to sell the most?
If you could only pick one of these portfolios, and we will let the people decide. This is
Let
a
the people
democracy,
decide.
guys.
If we're gonna do it for real, we should make a contract with one of us for all they get, and we'll see how well they can do. Oh snap!
You don't have a. Well, I mean, you have.
I'm trying to think of who's left
Pick a
on the
life
board.
carrier.
That's really attractive.
Oh, I've got plenty on the board. I just can't make my
There's a
decision.
ton. Pick an FE carrier. Come on.
I can just lean on
I got one. I got one. I'd take if it was me.
because there's one. Emeritus Dental.
Oh. I think I just won. I'm gonna be. I think that's it, you guys. Hey, vote for. Should we name our portfolios? Glenn's gang.
Glenn's gang, GG.
GG. Good game, baby. Glenn's gang.
So guys, here's the final results of the
That was a lot more fun than I expected.
senior products draft. So I'm going to run down real quickly Tony's team, Glenn's portfolio, and then my portfolio. So Tony has United Healthcare, Bankers Fidelity, Aetna Medicare Advantage, WellCare, Heartland, and Emeritus to close out his portfolio. Glenn finished with Aetna Senior, Cigna HealthSpring, Anthem, AMAM, Medico, and SureBridge. And then my portfolio rounded out as Humana, Mutual of Omaha, Molina Healthcare, Cigna Supplemental, Manhattan Life, and Guaranteed Trust Life.
My fellow six-figure Medicare agent group members, before you vote, my one question when looking at Tony's portfolio, I don't see a final expense product that stands out at me. Don't say Bankers Fidelity. Don't you dare say Bankers Fidelity to me right here in this group, Tony. Who else? Who else is standing?
I'm not trying to be a final expense centric group. I'm trying to be an MA guy. It's the hottest product in the senior market. So
I was trying to have a balanced portfolio.
All right, guys. So when I look at Glenn's list, I don't see a whole lot of MA strength. That's my first observation.
He's got one.
Okay, so there's Anthem.
No, he's got two. Sorry, he's got
and
two.
there's Cigna HealthSpring.
I was gonna say
There's Anthem and Cigna HealthSpring, but is Cigna HealthSpring, isn't it kind of like on the outside of the big three looking in?
They've only been sanctioned twice?
They're the underdogs, okay?
And non-commissional.
I'm sure there's a doctor somewhere that accepts them.
I was just having that conversation earlier today. They're like, I've been trying to sell some more Cigna HealthSpring for you, Christian, but no doctors are in the network. I'm like, yeah, that happens from time to time.
Raphael Ray is saying that Tony won based on his local demo, but
see, this is the unfair part. Like, Tony's got UHC at the top of his list. You take UHC off, and I don't know.
Well, if you take UHC off of mine, you got to take something off of y'all's. If we just took UHC from Tony, he'll crumble. Well, no shit.
Take Tom Brady off the
pinnacle.
Bucks.
Take Tom Brady off the Bucks. Take Aaron Rodgers off the Packers.
The fact that I have Bankers Fidelity up there, that's the poise of my portfolio. I have United Healthcare and Bankers Fidelity. And then I balance it out with the secondary ancillary HI option with the Heartland. So
what would be okay?
I think Raphael is a very smart guy.
Scotty thinks we should all get participation trophies.
Can I get a hug too? And some apple slices after the game's over.
My man Ricardo, he's got my back. He's got my back.
one thing too. So here's something I think we should do with our portfolios as well. So what's your number one product that you're going to primarily, what's your front runner product that you're going to be primarily marketing for if this is your portfolio out of all 6 of what you have in your portfolio?
I will be doing traveling United Healthcare sales events.
Yeah.
Registered, of course.
Yeah.
So United Healthcare MA.
And I will, I'll just be traveling
gotta
around doing seminars on UHC and feeding leads to my call center.
Yeah. I mean, that's gotta be, for me, I think I got 2 very strong carriers in Humana, Mutual of Omaha, but I got to say Humana. I got to say Humana there.
I guess that was a dumb question because we're all just picking our round ones. I was going to say the Aetna Med subcontract would probably be my primary target.
But you have a smoking portfolio of ancillary products. Like what you could do is build a referral partnership with guys like us that are getting the real business. And be like, hey, can I have some of the scraps with some of this awesome ancillary stuff that I have? Because I mean, I've got SureBridge, Medico. Oh no, that's not Cigna Supplemental. That's Cigna Health Spring, but you do have that in a senior product portfolio with their senior, which is a smoking contract. If I didn't have United Healthcare first, Aetna Supplemental would have been my other first because I love that contract. I wrote an app today on it. I love that contract.
For some reason, I was expecting Tony to take Humana first. I don't know why. Just something was telling me that. I was like, I think Tony's going to take Humana.
Wow.
I don't know why.
I thought Mutual of Omaha was going to go round 1. I thought Mutual of Omaha was going round 1. I was actually kind of surprised by that, but I guess that's what happens when you remove your logo.
Jason said he'd take Tony's because UHC has 49% of the market share for Medicare Advantage. So like UHC, it's top heavy.
Hey, that's a lot of replacement business for me and Christian. That's what I'm reading. I'm sure. Yeah. 50%.
Tony has hard to replace 5-star plans.
Tony already has the market share. You can't.
I got 2 good HI products. I got a smoking DVH to slide in there, or not DVH, but dental vision.
Here's the thing. So
SureBridge has DVH,
and I've got a lot of good Easy E apps.
I got some. I saved my ancillary carriers to the end with Manhattan Life and GTL.
Yeah.
So I got the ancillary products solidified. I got the Medicare supplement products solidified with Humana, Mutual, and Cigna, and Manhattan. I guess you could throw Manhattan in there. I don't know, guys.
I will say I did drop the ball not picking GTL in round 5. My portfolio would be untouchable if I had replaced Heartland with GTL, but it's a minor slip up.
I still think we let the group
Justin Brock might not like that sentiment.
I can get people contracted a lot quicker with Heartland than you can with GTL. So I got that working for me too.
That's true. That's no question there.
That's funny.
All right, guys. Well, this was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Thank you all for the invitation.
Well, thank you for coming. So guys, I think what we'll do is, we'll throw a poll up, after this concludes, and we'll put up a list of everybody's portfolio, and we'll let the people decide. What do the people decide? But I will say this, this might be poor taste of me to say, but when you're sitting at the kitchen table at night, and you're seeing which insurance companies you have to work with, keep that in mind. When you're sitting at the kitchen table at night.
And
Is that
tag
poor taste
one
of
of
me
us.
to say?
If you sell a product that's in one of our portfolios, feel free to tag us and post about it, you guys. And say, just a little shout out, Glenn's gang. It's like
to be honest, I sold more apps today in Tony's side of things than me and Glenn's put together.
Touche.
I just did.
Wow. Are you is that a concession speech that I just heard there, Christian?
I don't know. Like, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not feeling so good about that.
Well, you could probably, around 3:00 this morning, you can probably go find some other carriers.
Well, I've got some pork I've got to pull off the grill. I was late getting it on this morning, and I think it's ready to go. But this was fun. We need to do another draft like this soon.
Yeah, we should. We'll do something like it. Well,
Jason Denniston was texting me, getting that gin.
Oh yeah, Nat Gin.
Wouldn't have been a bad choice either.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll throw this up in a poll, and we'll let you decide kind of who the winner was. I'll be interested to kind of see your opinions on it. Tony, thank you for being here. This was a blast.
Yes, that was really
Absolutely.
And as always, everybody, Glenn and I will be back 2 weeks from
Tuesdays.
now, and then
Stay tuned.
We'll see if we're back every other week after AEP. We'll see, or every week.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Take care. Peace. Happy second half of AEP.
Adios.